What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to another episode of Maps Exposed. This is the series where I share all of the unique lines of sight, jump spots, as well as any other sort of secrets that I know of on every map in Modern Warfare. And in today's episode, we're going to be circling back to a map that I kind of skipped over a little while back because all the hype was around Warzone, and that's all I wanted to play, so I just didn't get around to covering this map. And this is Khandor Hideout. And let's just hop right into the spots here. Let's start off by the C domination flag. If you have enemies that are coming around that corner there, you could try and peek them around the side like this. Doesn't really work that well. Or you could come up to this spot here, which is exactly what they expect. And it's not terrible, but just a slight improvement to this is you can actually use this right here and just ease your way back. And that just gives you a lot more control over exactly how much of yourself you're exposing to the enemy players. This works on any area on this side of the map over here, and it's excellent for challenging those people. Additionally, if you ever want to get up to this area here, instead of taking the ladder, which is kind of the obvious place and also kind of just takes a while to take the ladder and your guns down and everything like that, the best way to get up there is to quite simply use this and jump up just like that. Very, very simple, but it's going to save you a little bit of time and maybe your life. Another thing from back in this corner here is if you want to get up in that window, it's actually really easy. You just jump up onto the barrel, then from here you can jump on this, and then use these planks right here to just jump across, and there you go. Next up, from in this house right here, there is actually a search and destroy bomb site right on this location. And if you want to get a cheeky little jump snipe on them, maybe if they're planting or defusing the bomb, if you come back into the shower area right here, you can actually get a little bit of a jump shot in that area. So you just have to jump up like this, and you might be able to see them and just pick off a nice easy snipe on them. Now, another little line of sight I have for you guys for search and destroy, the other bomb site is right in that area right here. And this can be an excellent bomb angle if the bomb gets planted right in that area, or if you just want to try and defend that bomb site with a line of sight on it. If you're all the way back in this room like this, that actually gives you a bit of an angle on the bomb site. You can also jump up on top of it like this just to get a slightly better angle. But this is excellent because you're not exposing yourself to anyone else on the map. It's just a really straightforward line of sight towards that bomb site. Now, getting towards the middle of the map, if you want to get yourself up towards those windows there into the second story, instead of taking the obvious places like going up the ladder here or coming inside and then going up these stairs, which they might have claymores or they'll just be camping it out, or you could, of course, go in through the middle area, which they've now opened up, and go up that way. All of those spots could be easily covered by the enemy players if they're just camping upstairs there. So I've got a little bit of an alternative for you to get up there that works really effectively. Jump from this car right across like this, and there you go. That gets you up into this window. You can shoot these people in the back, and they might think that they have all of these other areas locked down, but that one will take them off guard. Now, kind of a similar thing coming from the other direction, just another alternative to get up into that area. It's a little bit difficult to hit this jump spot, but you can jump towards the top of that by jumping first on the corner of this, and then from here, you can jump across, and there you go. That gets you up into this area right here. I haven't been able to find any other way to do this. Like, you can't just jump straight from the ground or anything, so that seems to be the best thing, is jump onto the corner and then jump across. Just a little alternative to that spot, something else you can do is from this area right here, you can hop up on top of these cinder blocks, and from this, you can jump straight over to the water tank, and then from here, you can jump in the window, or obviously jump across there if you wanted. So that's just a couple different ways that you can get up into that area that they don't normally expect. Now, getting over to this side of the map, if you are trying to approach the spawn in that direction over there, first up, if you hop up right here, that gives you a nice line of sight towards that window, just in case somebody's camping back there. So it's excellent as just a quick check spot to see if someone is there. And if they aren't, you can also use this to jump across to this wall. And then from this wall, you can jump on top of this rooftop right over here. And then, of course, this opens up options like you can jump across this way. From here, you can jump right up into this window, which is an excellent way to attack these people that they don't normally expect. And from back here, we've also got a couple really nice lines of sight. The first one is a nice line of sight towards that wall right there. Now, that might seem really insignificant, but that's actually a very common spot for people to be. I'll just head over there and show you in a second. And the reason for that is people will often jump on top of this dumpster right here to lock down this area right here. And usually the last thing they're worrying about is somebody that's way over in that spot right over there. Now, just an alternative to that line of sight, if you're a little bit closer up here, you can also just peek over the top like this and get that same sort of line of sight on them. This one exposes you a bit more to other areas of the map, though, so you do have to be aware of that. As for the next thing you can do, if you've got somebody that you know is just about to come through that corner there, you can actually jump right on top of this door. They can see your shadow, so you have to be aware of that, but this can often give you just a different approach to attack the people that might be camping in that room. Now finally, just one last thing I wanted to point out that you can do here is if you have enemies that are going to be coming around through this area right here, and you're over in this area, you don't have anything you can hop on top of on this side of the wall to use as cover. Unlike them, they have this to use against you. However, one thing that you can do is if you come behind this truck right here, if you hop on the barrel, you might be able to see their heads as they come around there just like this. But if you want to get even more of a line of sight, of course, you will expose yourself more as well. You can hop right onto the bed of the truck here, and then there you go. You can see over top of that. That's much better than just challenging them out in the open. And with that, that's pretty much everything unique and important that I wanted to point out for Khandor Hideout. As for my thoughts on this map overall, even though I don't really play too much regular multiplayer anymore, I've got to say, I actually like Khandor Hideout quite a bit. I think it's a really nicely designed map. It's that typical 3-lane sort of layout. It's pretty competitive. It's just the right size where there's constant action, but also a little bit of room to breathe. You're not constantly bombarded like Shipment, for instance. And just in general, there's some great sightlines as well. But of course, that's just my opinion on this map. I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about Khandor Hideout? Do you love it, hate it, or are you somewhere in between? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.